Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today's video is going to be one that I've never done on my channel before, but I've wanted to do for a really long time. So I'm going to be doing a journal and plan with me for December. I just want to get organized for Christmas and plan December because I don't know about you guys, but for me, there's always so many things going on towards the end of the year that I feel like we all need to plan and journal. So I decided to go out and buy myself a bullet journal, and I am so excited about this. I've been wanting one for such a long time. And the main reason I haven't started doing this earlier is just because honestly I'm not very good at drawing and I find it really tedious to sit down and draw for hours. So I found a different way of doing bullet journaling and I'm going to share that with you guys today. So you might be wondering, what is this beautiful machine that's sitting right next to you? So this is a Cricut maker, and Cricut is actually sponsoring today's video. So thank you so much, Cricut. I'm honestly so excited about this machine. So I'm going to be making my stickers with printable vinyl. That's just what works best for this project. But if you're wanting to make something else, the Cricut works for so many different projects. It actually can cut things like leather, fabric, paper, honestly, so many different things. It is so smart. So as well as the Cricut maker, you're going to need some cutting boards that you get from Cricut. I'm going to use the blue one today because that works really well for vinyl, but you also have a pink one here. And then you also get a bunch of tools that you can use that will assist you with your project. Some of you guys might be watching this and thinking, I don't have a Cricut maker, so how am I going to make a bullet journal? Well, honestly, if you feel like drawing, you can do the exact same thing that I'm doing, but just spend some time drawing it yourself. But if you guys are interested in checking out a Cricut maker, I will link them down below in the description box. I think they make a great Christmas present and they're so pretty. As you can see, I've got the rose gold one and I just think it looks so nice. All right, let's get into making the first page of my bullet journal. So I feel like every bullet journal has to have a title page, and since December's coming up, I'm just gonna start off with December and make a title page for then, and I'm gonna make it really Christmassy. And yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but I'm just gonna go on the Cricut Design Space and have a play around and we'll see what I do. Okay, so this is what the Cricut Design Space looks like. As you can see, it's a big grid that looks like your cutting board, and down the left-hand side, we have a bunch of options to choose from, and I'm gonna click on images. And as you can see, the Design Space has over 100,000 images to choose from. So I'm gonna type in Christmas in the search bar and see what comes up for my Christmassy title page. So as you can see, it says they have over 8,000 designs just for Christmas on the Design Space. So there's so many to choose from, but if you can't find anything that takes your fancy, you can actually upload your own images. As you can see on the far left side, there is a little upload option. But also another thing to bear in mind is that if you want to have access to all of the Cricut Design Space images, you do have to pay for a monthly subscription. Okay, so I've spotted my first design and I'm just clicking on that, and then I'm going to press insert image and that will take it to my Design Space. And then as you can see, I'm just adjusting the size to make it the right size for the page. The grid is actually really useful because it's got the same measurements on it as the cutting board, so you can kind of get a good idea of what size your design's going to be. I then just changed the color to black. Once I was happy with the size of my design, I went into the text tool so I could write 25 for the countdown to Christmas. I then clicked on font, and the Cricut Design Space has so many fonts to choose from, but you can also upload your own onto the Design Space if you don't like any of the fonts that they've got. Now that I've selected my font, I'm just going to change the color to red to make it pop from the rest of the design. Now I'm going into the shapes tool and I'm selecting a square, and this is going to go behind my design. I'm then changing the color to white so it blends in with my bullet journal. And the last step is to select all of the layers on the far right and press flatten. This just molds all of the images together so they're not all separate layers. Okay, so to skip ahead with the next designs, as you can see, I've made a December header, I've got a December countdown, I also made some little star stickers and a Santa hat and also some Christmas tree stickers, and that was it for my title page. Now time to print. I just clicked make it in the far right corner, then I pressed continue and send to printer, and I started printing. So I just used this white printable vinyl, and you just put it in your printer like regular paper, and you've just got to remember to place it in the printer with the label side upwards, and it should come out perfectly. Now that it's out of the printer, you just want to stick it on your cutting board. The cutting board is a little bit sticky, so it should hold it down really nicely. So you just want to line it up with the top left corner, and you want to make sure you line this up as best as you can, just so the Cricut cuts it evenly. Now for the fun part, you're going to get your cutting board and just pop it under the little grooves on the Cricut. So I'm using printable sticker paper in white, so I just selected that. Then you should see this little flashing arrow on the Cricut, so you just want to press that and it will feed in your cutting board. Once it's done that, the button next to it will start flashing and you just need to press that and it will start cutting out your design. So the Cricut Maker comes with both a fine point blade and a rotary blade, but I'm using the fine point blade for this project. It also has an adaptive tool system, which means the professional cutting technology controls the direction of the blade and adds up to 10 times more cutting force. Now I'm just pressing the unload button and I'm going to start cutting out my stickers. So as you can see, I'm using one of the tools to help assist me. So I'm just scraping them off the cutting board and then the stickers are all ready to go in my bullet journal. Now I'm just going to open up the first page of my journal and I'm going to play around with the placement of stickers until I'm happy with what it looks like. And the final step is just to peel the back off of the sticker and stick them into the book. I feel like they turned out really well and it looks like a really cute colorful title page. Now I'm going to move on to the next page and I'm going to make a customizable daily planner. So that will probably take up a couple of pages. So I'm going to get to designing. Okay, so on a blank canvas, I'm just selecting the square and changing it to a rectangle. I then changed it to white and then changed my mind again and decided to change it to a light pink. Then I selected the text tool and typed first for the first of the month and dragged it into the top corner. I then just put a little circle behind where it said first and changed the circle to white. I then changed my mind about the color again and went to a light gray, which we ended up settling with. I then selected all of the layers on the right and started to duplicate the image that I had created. Then I just went and changed the date for each of them just so I have one for every single day of the month. I then just created a rectangle and put it behind 8 of the little squares. As you can see, I did that 4 times and then I'm just changing the gray rectangle to be white. I then thought it would be really cute to make some little stickers to put on top of my planner, so I went ahead and searched up camera to make some little YouTube icons. As you can see, I put a little red circle behind the camera and then I just duplicated it to make multiple stickers. After that, I just searched up gym to see if I could find something for a little gym sticker that I could put on my planner. So I found this one that says no excuses, changed the little circle behind it to yellow, and then I duplicated it like I did with the little YouTube symbol. And the final sticker that I made is this little Santa. I thought this would be really good to stick in the planner when I have any Christmassy events going on. And now that those designs are complete, I've just printed them out, put them on the cutting board, and I'm cutting them with a Cricut. Then I just peeled the back off of the stickers and I placed the top bit down on the page first and then gently peeled back the back of the sticker and placed it flat on the page. Then I realized I probably should have put the days of the week on the page, so I just went through and filled that in. Then I just popped the stickers in. I'm adding little red camera ones on the days that I like to try and upload my YouTube videos, and then I went in with the yellow ones to remind me to go to the gym on these specific days. And I also just wrote in some key things that I had planned for that month, like a trip away with Brayden and also a catch up with my friends Emma and Sienna and just things like that. How good does that look? I definitely feel like the start of December is busier than the end, and I feel like there's so many dates that I've forgotten, but I'm just gonna like leave room for me to fill it in later, and I can always print out more stickers. Now on to the next page, I'm going to create a mood tracker, and I actually find it really interesting to see how my mood changes every single day. So I thought a cool way to track my mood would be to design a Christmas tree with 31 ornaments on it, and in each ornament it will say the day of the month, and then on that day I have to color in the ornament in the color that best represents my mood. So I'm gonna have like a little code at the bottom to follow. So for example, yellow is stressed, red is angry. I just think that could be really cute. Okay, so first of all, I did a little bit of searching for a Christmas tree until I found the perfect one, and then once I found the one that I really liked, I just selected that and I adjusted the size to make it a bit bigger because I want it to fill most of the page. I then went into the shapes tool and selected a star because I wanted to create my own one because I thought the star would look really cute if it was yellow, so I did that. Then I went back into the shapes tool and selected a circle, and I just put these over the top of the circles that are already on the Christmas tree. I just wanted the ornaments to look a little bit bigger, so I made lots of duplicates of these, and then I ended up adding more of them to the tree because I needed there to be 31 for 31 days. Once that was done, I just went through and added numbers to each of the circles circles, so 1 through to 31. For some reason after this, the screen recording stopped, but as you can see, I made this little mood code to follow and also have a title saying current mood. It's honestly so satisfying popping the stickers out of the sticker paper. I then just placed the stickers on the page to see what the arrangement would look like, and then once I was happy, I stuck them down. Excuse the outfit change, it's a new day, but I wanted to share with you guys what the page looks like and now it's complete. So the idea is to color in the day in whatever color suits your mood the best. So say if you're feeling okay, you'd color in the 1st of December orange. And at the end of the month, you might see a really colorful tree, but hopefully, you know, you'll see lots of yellow, so it'll be like a very happy tree. But I just think it's really cool to track your mood. So now I want to continue on with the tracking theme and make a habit tracker. So I actually went into Pinterest to get some inspo for my habit tracker. Pinterest is filled with ideas for bullet journals, so if you're wanting some inspo, definitely check out Pinterest. So on a blank canvas, I'm just going to go and get a square, and then I'm going to make it into a rectangle, and this is going to be the base of my habit tracker. Then I changed the color to white and created another little square, and all of these little squares are going to sit within the rectangle. I then decided to make the little squares white and the big square in the background gray. After that, I went into the text tool and typed exercise tracker because this is going to be my first little habit tracker. Then I'm just looking through the fonts to find one that I like. After that, I added a number into every single box up until the 31st of the month. Here I am just changing the color again. I ended up settling with the pink. After that, I just duplicated all of the layers to make multiple different trackers and then change the name. So as you can see, I've got a vitamin tracker, a journaling tracker, a tracker for reading, Instagram, no phone before bed, skincare, and a no spend tracker. And then finally, I decided to make a habit tracker header. So I found my font, and then after that, I just flattened all of the layers and we were good to print. Once I printed out the habit tracker, I just put it into the Cricut. As you can see here, it's just scanning it to start off with, and then once I click the little C, it starts cutting it out. I really love how this page turned out, and I honestly think it's going to be so helpful to have a physical habit tracker that I can use. So as you can see, I'm just sticking them in my book now, and they honestly look so cute. I'm so happy with how that turned out. And the good thing about making my habit tracker through the Cricut design space is the fact that it actually saves my design as a project. So if I want to print off the exact same thing, say for next month, I can just go in there and print it off. So it's so quick and easy. It's not like I have to take the time to draw it. And now I want to move on to dedicating a page to Christmas presents because December is filled with Christmas shopping and I always forget to plan what Christmas presents to get people until last minute. So my idea is to design a bunch of empty Christmas presents and then print them out and pop them in the bullet journal, and then I can write inside of each present who it's for and what I want to get them. I don't know, I just feel like that could be really cute and also cool to look back on. I'll be like, oh yeah, I remember giving that person that thing. So I started off by searching up Christmas presents and just having a look for one that I really liked. This is the present that I decided on, so I just changed the colors and put a little white box behind it. And as you can see, I made lots of duplicates of the presents and changed the colors and also changed the sizes to make some of them bigger and some of them smaller. I thought it would be nice to make a little title saying Christmas presents, so I looked for a font that I liked and then made it red. I then just added a little white box behind the word. The reason why I add a box behind things like text is because otherwise the Cricut would cut out each letter individually, which would make the stickers a lot more fiddly to use. Once I've printed the design, I'm just going to load it onto the Cricut. Here's a close-up of what the load button looks like. As you can see, it flashes at you until you press it, and then the go button, which is the Cricut symbol, also does the same thing after. Once you press the go button, the Cricut will get started straight away. I thought I'd leave some ASMR in there for you guys, but as you can see, I've just peeled off the stickers and some of them got stuck to the mat, so I'm just using this little spatula tool to scrape them off. After I arranged where I wanted the stickers to go, I just stuck them down, so as you can see, I've just scattered them all about just to fill the page. Then my idea is to write who the presents are for and what I'm getting them on the little Christmas presents, but obviously I can't share with you exactly what I'm getting people because they might watch the video. Now this page is done, I'm going to move on to the next one, and I think I'm going to come up with some journal prompts and then print them out, make them look really cute and leave some space underneath for me to write my answers. I just feel like this is a really good thing to do because sometimes it's really hard to think of journal prompts when you're on the spot. So it's good to have some pre-set out. So that's what I'm going to do next. As you can see, I found this image that says journal, which I thought would be perfect. And I've created lots of little stars and love hearts just with the shape tool. I just thought that I could decorate the page with them. So I'm making the stars and the love hearts all different sizes. Then I just clicked make it in the far right corner, and as you can see, the Cricut is really smart and it's just arranged it to save space. I then just changed the material size to fit the size of the material that I was using, and I'm actually using a different material for these designs. So I go into browse materials and I looked up vinyl and I found the option adhesive foil, which is what I'm using, and you guys will see in a moment. So because I'm using adhesive foil, I don't need to use my printer, so I'm just going to send it straight to my Cricut. As you can see, I'm just cutting out a small section of the adhesive foil and then I'm going to stick it on my cutting board. So you can see that it's cutting out little stars and love hearts in the foil, and I just think this foil is so pretty and something different. There are so many different types of vinyls that you can use, and this is just one that I thought was a really nice color and a bit different and fun. I also made some journal prompts on the Cricut Maker, but for some reason my screen recording didn't save, but as you can see, this is what I did. I love how these stickers turned out, so I'm just using this tool to assist me with getting the word journal out, which was really helpful. Now I'm just sticking everything in the book so you guys can read all of the journal prompts that I wrote down. So if you want some inspo, maybe copy these ones, but there are so many journal prompts that you can find on the internet. So now I'm just cutting out the little foil love hearts and stars and just decorating the page, and I feel like they look so pretty and just gives the page a little bit of something. And that is how these pages turned out. I think the foiled stickers look so nice. I kind of wish I used them on the other pages, but that's okay. I'll just continue to use them in the future. But I'm down to my last page now, and I left space for it next to the gift section, and I want to make like a little coloring in kind of page because, as you guys know, I'm really into mindfulness, and coloring in is a very mindful task because you don't have to really think about what you're doing. You just are very present and it's very relaxing. So I thought maybe I could try and find something on the design space that looks like an interesting thing to color in, and then I can print it out and I can color on it. That's one of the things that I love about the sticker paper. It's really great because you can actually draw or write on top of it, which is so useful. So I first of all typed in Christmas mandala because I wanted to find a black and white design that would be nice to color in, and I also thought it'd be good to find something Christmassy. So first of all, I found this snowman. The next design that I found is this reindeer. I then found a cute little Christmassy ball. I also found this nutcracker that I thought was really cute. And then the final design that I chose are these little Christmas trees. So I feel like all of these will be perfect for coloring in. You guys are probably getting the gist of how this works now, but then I just made a box and put it behind the designs and changed the box to white and just added all of the designs within the box, and I made the size of the box about the same dimensions as the page in the bullet journal, so that way I knew that all of the designs would fill the page. And the final thing that I did is go to the text box and type in mindful coloring, and then I found a font that is just an outline, so then I can just color in the text. And that is it. So now time to press make it and print. One thing to note is that you need to have an inkjet printer to be able to print on sticker paper, but as you can see, it works really well. And here I am just peeling it off and just popping it straight into the book. I feel like it turned out so well. I think the last page that I just did has to be my favorite. I feel like it turned out really well, but overall I'm just really happy with how the journal turned out. Let me know which is your favorite page down below. I definitely feel like I got better at it as I went along, but as you can see, I did quite a few different pages. So I hope this video maybe gave you some inspiration if you have a bullet journal and you're looking for ideas. And if you're someone like me who's not very good at drawing or can't be bothered to sit down and draw for ages, maybe consider getting a Cricut Maker. It was honestly so useful and also so much fun. Like, I loved learning a new skill, and I'm definitely going to keep using it and keep adding to my bullet journal. Let me know if you'd like to see more videos like this down below. But if you do want to purchase a Cricut Maker, you can pick them up at either Spotlight, Harvey Norman, or Craft Online. I'll have all of the information in my description box. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!